Hi. So there was this question asked that why triangles should not be used in 2D initial elements for analysis. So basically, to explain the reason behind it, let us first consider a 1D bar with a force. Now if you consider this 1D bar, it is constrained on one side at x equal to 0, and a force of F is applied at x equal to L. So suppose I want to build a finite element model of this bar. What I'll do is I'll divide this bar suppose into 3 elements, so 1, 2 and 3 of equal length. So at suppose the total length is 3, I'll put nodes at x equal to 1, x equal to 2 and x equal to 3, and so I have these 3 elements. So I basically what I need from FEM is to find the displacement at each and every point. So if you think this is a linear problem, the force is applied, the elongation would be linear. But for a moment, if you think that it's a non-linear problem, like there's some other complications like moments and other forces in between, and suppose we should ideally get the value of displacement versus the length of the bar as this kind of a curve. So for a moment, assume that we have not divided this into any elements, and we have found the actual solution by experiments, and the displacement by length curve is coming somewhat like this. So what basically FEM does is, when we divide this into 3 elements, the software will find the values only at the node points, that is this point, this point, this point, and the first point. So there are four nodes, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and the software cannot actually solve the case and get an exact solution, but rather it will try to approximate. So it will find the exact values at the nodes, at the nodal points, and what it will do is it will try to interpolate. So basically the software will find the values of the stress at these 4 points, and then it would join the 2 points by line. Like it would try to interpolate the values, all the values of displacement within 1 and 2, within 2 and 3, and within 3 and 4 respectively. So these 3 are basically lines, and it will try to get such kind of a solution. So if the exact solution what we had should be somewhat like this, we'll get some kind of approximate solution, which is basically linear interpolation. Now for a moment, what we are interested in is basically stress, not displacements. But this idea of FEM is, FEM first finds the value of displacements, and there's something called a stiffness function, which you will see in theory. Using this stiffness matrix, it will find the stresses at each and every point. So if you go back to the theory, if this is the solution of this is the graph of u versus x. First we'll see this. Basically, what is stress? Stress is Young's modulus into strain. Now the strain for above problem we can write as du by dx, that is change in length. As you know, u is the displacement displacement from the initial position, and x is the length. So du by dx will be change in length upon original length. As you can see, if I consider a bar, at any points its initial length was x and its displacement is u. So du by dx, if this displacement is u and initial length was x, then du by dx will be giving us strain. So this is strain, du by dx, and Young's modulus into strain would give us stress. So for exact solution for the same problem, if we try to do it experimentally, as we see, we got this kind of a curve of displacement versus the length. So we have some this kind of a curve, like for each and every point we can find what is the displacement after all the forces are applied. Now using the above formula, if we try to calculate the stress, assume that the stress graph would be somewhat like this. As the slope is gradually decreasing, the graph assume that it's linear and it's gradually decreasing. So this is the graph of stress. So this is basically the exact solution, not the solution we get from FEM, but the exact solution what we are expected to get. But now we'll see what is the problem in FEM. Now as we saw, what FEM did is it only calculated the stresses at the nodal points and it just interpolated. Now if you try to find du by dx for this graph below, what you will see is there are three pieces of lines, and as we know, slope of a line is constant. So there are three slopes, 1, 2 and 3. So basically the stress at these each and every line would be constant, like stresses throughout this line is constant.